Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation, the Pecha Kucha presentation. My name is Chandni Modi and I am here to share my experience as a customer service rep for all of you who are considering to have this position as their placement. Let's start with the introduction. First of all, my name is Chandni Modi and I am in the Fitness and Health Promotion program at Georgian College. I am doing this presentation for my course named Industry Experience. Here we are supposed to complete 60 hours of placement in a gym or any other facility related to fitness and health promotion. We get the hands-on experience about what to do and how are we supposed to work in the industry. Let's get the information about the placement. So I did my placement at Georgian College Athletic Center, address 1 Georgian Drive, Barrie, Ontario L4M3X9. The website of the athletic center is given as follows: www.georgiangrizzlies.ca. I was on the position of customer service rep and I had a great experience working there and learning all about fitness and health as the supervisors were the graduate from the same program. Let's begin with how I landed into this placement. So when I was in the first semester, which is fall 2018, I had an announcement from the program coordinator whose name is Matt Kohler, who posted an announcement stating that the fitness center is looking for a customer service rep. And if you are interested, you need to email the fitness coordinator Craig Campbell with your resume and your cover letter. As I saw this opportunity, I was so excited because I knew that in winter semester I'm supposed to do my placement. So the very next day I went on the site, I went on the page that Matt has posted and I saw the requirements for the job. So the basic requirements were you need to be a Georgian College student and you should have at least general information about the gym. Being in the fitness and health promotion industry, I had the knowledge and I had the idea about how the gym looks like. Then the second most important requirement was you need a CPR and a standard first aid certification in order to get that job. If you don't have it, it's okay. You have to get it within the next 1 month when you get started with your job. So I would like to share how it all started. So as I mentioned before, I saw the job posting on an announcement on Blackboard. Here we get the information and all the study material that we required for our program. So the email said that I required to send my resume and cover letter to Craig. So I sent my resume and cover letter the very next day to Craig Campbell. As I sent in my resume and cover letter, I was very excited. Every day I used to check my email and see if there was any response or not. It took almost a week for them to choose the candidates they require for the position. So after a week, I got a call from the athletic department stating that I was selected and they would like to have a phone interview with me first. So the phone interview was more about checking if I meet the requirements or no. If not, they would just dissolve my application right away. So the first question was, are you available to work evenings, mornings, and in the afternoon? Can you open and close a shift? Are you in school in winter semester? And do you have a CPR and first aid certification? Do you have a criminal record check and everything done? And do you know how the gym looks like and what are the opening and closing hours? Are you okay with those hours and things? So first of all, they are very helpful in those ways. They ask you beforehand if you would be able to do or not. If not, they would be okay with it and then they'll let you go. So after the basic phone interview, they were happy with my conversation and they called me for an in-person interview and booked an appointment for me to show up and share my experiences and answer their questions as follows. They had many hypothetical situations. They had real life scenarios like if someone collapses, what would you do? Do you have a CPR certification? What did they teach you in there? Do you know anything about it? Or do you have any experience working as a customer service rep or not? If yes, what did you do? How was your experience? Why did you leave that job? And so on. So the questions about the gym were asked, as I mentioned, that they ask you where are all the equipments, where are all the things present in the gym, and the hypothetical situations. So they gave me a CPR scenario, like a person collapsed in the multipurpose room, so what would I do? So according to the general CPR and standard first aid protocols, I told everything that I was supposed to do. And then I mentioned the fact that there is a phone in the multipurpose room that connects directly to the security in the campus. So the interviewer, Craig, he got impressed by that information as no one before me told him about it. It was just I told him that there's a phone that just connects to the security, so no one has to run here and there in order to look for the phone, as most of the people don't carry phones in the gym. So he was so impressed with that information that he was like, I have got to know something new because of you. So I was very happy with that experience and I was positive that I would get the job. After the in-person interview, I again waited for like a week or so, and then I got an email from the athletics department congratulating me for the job. The email said like we would like to have you on board and you can come in for the training shifts as soon as possible. Just give me your availability. And she also asked me about the certifications. And in the interview, I mentioned that I had the CPR and first aid certifications already done. So she asked me for the copy of the same so as to confirm that I have it or not. The availability I gave them the next day, they gave me 2 training shifts. They called me in so that I know what to be done and what is supposed to be done. So I would like to share the 5 goals of placement that I thought of before starting the placement. So the first thing was I wanted to improve my communication skills. I know it's more like a general ongoing process. It cannot be considered as a goal or something, but I still wanted to do it because I was a little shy to speak to people and I was not able to talk to someone confidently as I could right now. So I would like to know that I've accomplished that goal and now I have a little bit of improvement in my communication. Then the other aspect I thought of was strong customer service satisfaction skill. So I was good at customer service, that's why I was selected for the placement, but I wanted to make it more helpful for other people. The satisfaction skill that I need to learn always comes through practice. So it was very important for me to go for the shifts every time and then practice my customer satisfaction skill and help members of the gym in all the ways I can. Help them solve their questions, help them with all the things they require, the basic questions and their help. The third goal was I would like to reflect what I did in my placement once every 2 weeks. So it's a good exercise as you know what you are doing and whatever you are doing is useful or not. So at the end of the placement, you know that you learned certain things and you have to let go certain things. The fourth goal was that I wanted to establish professional contacts. So there were a lot of people coming to the gym to exercise who had contacts with the industry and can be helpful for me in the near future. So I planned on talking to them and getting to know more about the industry and future opportunities. And the final goal was I wanted to know everything about the gym, where the equipments are, how the administration works, how the gym works, what are the policies, what can I do and what can others do, what are we allowed to do as like we are not allowed to spot someone, only the personal trainers are allowed to because it's a part of the liability. Let's talk about some missed opportunities. So as a part of my program, everyone who scored more than 75% in the first semester had a chance to do a mentorship program with a fitness instructor and for 10 hours and get a fitness group instructor certification. So I was working as a customer service rep, so I had an opportunity to do that mentorship there as well. But I didn't do the mentorship program, and I think like I missed a lot of opportunities because of that. The second one, there's a supervisor who looks into athletic conditioning for the athletes who play for the college. So there were some students who were doing their placement there as well. And when I was working as a customer service rep, I thought that I would have went to that position if I have known that before, as it was more into giving athletic conditioning sessions, and it would be a great experience for me. How did the placement influence me? So the people around me were all experienced and knowledgeable. The supervisors, they were from the same program, fitness and health promotion, as they graduated few years ago. And then the fitness instructor had a certification or a degree in some way or the other, were teaching the same for so many years. And the fitness coordinator, he was a kinesiologist. He was a registered kinesiologist, which was a great piece for the gym. And the time is managed more properly if you work on campus. I would like to work here for my next placement as well, because the experience I can get here is all. Recommendations: if you are planning to do a placement here, apply as a part-time position. So once you get into the part-time position, it's easier to convert it into a placement. So for your information, there would be a job fair in September as they hire new people every fall intake, and you can apply for the part-time positions that might be available during that time. Once you get into that part-time position, it's easier to get into. Once you get your part-time job, use that as a placement in your January semester. I'm glad that I thought of applying for this position. I don't have any bad experiences to share as it was a beautiful place to work. I have a last question for you. Having the placement on campus can be helpful. It's on you what you believe, as if you have the placement off campus, was that more informative, you got to learn